not. That's a lie, actually.
I'm
We're all
famous
fictional
for
characters.
The cake is also a lie.
Exactly.
It
Cake is
could
a
be,
lie.
but then Mirabelle would be sad.
Valid.
Ooh, Maribel's also a figment of your imagination, though, so.
Damn.
That's also sad.
Yeah, I mean,
Does this mean each of us?
after some bombshells last session, everything's sad.
Does this mean each of us individually are going crazy and imagining one another?
No, Ella's imagining all of us.
Oh, okay. So we're not the okay.
Yeah. We're not real.
That reminds me.
Though.
I don't know if you've read it, and I won't go into detail. But if you've ever read the Rugrats conspiracy theory about Angelica, that's what that's reminding me of.
Yeah.
Or it's Inception and Ella's the old businessman.
How did we get here?
I don't know. You're asking the people in your head. So.
Something about something being alive.
Ken Watanabe and Varas is Leo DiCaprio. Alwyn is what's her name?
Feel free to cut us off at any time, by the way, Ella.
I was gonna say, why don't we start out with Alwyn? Roll me a d20.
Nice.
For those of you who don't remember, all of you are currently waking up. You guys had stopped and were camping by a side of a lake, sort of near Almany, about a day's walk away.
We learned a lot.
Got an 8.
Yeah.
Please, I
Pyro
beg.
comes.
Assuming that was a flat D20.
Pyro Alwyn comes crashing out of a tree. Like
I forgot about that
mid-morning,
part.
as you guys are waking up, suddenly you hear a loud like crunch as like the branch under you like gives way a little bit, just enough to like knock you out of said tree, and you fall on the floor. Take 1 point of damage.
Ow.
Are you okay?
Oh,
It's
I'm
Kruu.
good. Sorry.
you scared me.
Little out of it. My bad.
I thought we were being invaded by tree people.
No, just Alwyn.
That was your first thought?
He
No,
looks like
that's
a tree.
that's a very reasonable
You know,
concern.
I guess he does have some leaves stuck in his hair.
Have those always been there?
Mirabelle's gonna poke her head out from like behind your head and go, "There are almonds falling from the sky."
Just the one. Just the one.
There could be more. You don't know.
No.
She seems to contemplate this, and she looks up at the sky.
I promise, Mirabelle, there's only one Alwyn. He fell out of the tree. He didn't come from the sky.
If I had minor illusion.
I went to look. I'm a paladin. I'm a paladin, and I went to look.
I mean, I do have it for a rainy day.
It's
Well,
not
I mean,
raining, but what if it, like,
was.
what if it hypothetically,
No, Mirabelle's already.
metaphorically was.
Mirabelle is already freaking out, thinking there's multiple of you falling. I can't do that to her.
She's gonna climb up onto your head, Vanya, and find purchase, and she's gonna be staring at the sky like for the majority of the rest of the day.
Do you see this? Like this is I can't.
Alwyn, was that your first attempt at flight?
Scout. Well, not my first, but my most recent for sure.
If you need any tips or pointers, I can always help.
I would love that at some point. I might hold off on that until I
Wait.
have the
It's
ability
one
to
of those
manifest some
pointers, have
wings. So I
wings,
found that having wings helps probably.
But I
It
would
does
like
help.
I would like to
But it's
backtrack.
not necessary.
You have tried before?
Oh, really? Kinda.
How?
Well, I tried to jump out of the tree and not hit the ground.
And how'd that work out for you?
Did you have wings then?
No, I've been working on those. I'm not quite there yet.
Okay.
Kruu makes a mental note. It seems
I
that
can do
elves
fins
can
now.
fly when they reach a certain age.
I can do fins now and gills.
Oh,
The age is undetermined.
you can be a
I
fish?
must keep this in mind for
Yeah.
later.
That's
Why does that
something.
not surprise me?
Or like a crocodile.
Oh, that's...
Only a small one, though.
As far as I'm aware, crocodiles do not fly.
Yeah,
As far as you're aware.
I got a little sidetracked at some point.
I guess
I'm
anything's
still working on
possible.
wings. We'll get there. Wings are a little harder.
Hmm.
I gotta figure out the hollow bones.
I could hold on to your marrow for you.
That would be really helpful, probably. If I could figure out how to get it to you.
I could keep it in this jar. Kruu holds up the alchemy jug.
I don't think we should put it in that jar.
Why not?
I think we should put it in something else. Let's leave Steve to his mayonnaise
I
and
don't
things.
think we should be removing marrow from anybody.
Sure, yeah, but first and foremost, let's not put it in Steve.
That's fair. We'd probably have to ask Steve's permission first, at least.
What the fuck is going on?
What do you think, Steve?
Should we maybe, clean up here?
Oh yeah, I'll brush some leaves out of my hair and, start helping pick up.
Yeah, you guys can start picking up camp. Notably, there are still other leaves in Alwyn's hair.
Many leaves.
I just brushed out the ones that weren't already there.
They won't leave him. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they never leave my side.
There it is. Anyway.
These puns are unbelievable.
Well, I think we need to get to the root of the issue then.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's just pack up camp and leave, okay?
Where's the nearest town?
I think we're at
So
the
if you
halfway
guys remember,
point.
yes, you are about halfway right now between Almany and what you identified on the map to be called Kinna. You think it's about another half a day's walk or so to get there. You'll probably arrive mid-afternoon.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Another walking day.
Okay. Yeah. So unless you guys are doing anything particular, you guys can go ahead and pack up camp and sort of start walking along the main road.
Out of character, what would be an example of something we could do here? Because it feels like...
It just feels like going.
It feels like we're just going.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you don't want to
There's
do
a
whatever
lake, we could go for a
shenaniganry things
swim.
you want to do. Yeah.
What is it?
Sorry, go ahead.
What is the scenery around us as we make what's the weather like and what kind of vegetation is there?
It's a fairly nice day. It's still a little bit early in the morning, so there's kind of a slight crisp to the air, but nothing crazy yet. It looks like it's going to be sunny for the most of the day. This is a fairly heavily wooded area with sort of dense shrubbery towards the bottom. It kind of opens up near the lake, but as you get back on the main road, it's fairly wooded along either side of the path.
Okay. Shall we continue on then?
Sounds like a plan, unless, anyone wants to go for a swim or something. Varas, I could try and teach you how to make gills, as, I kind of owe you after you taught me how to do the roof jumping thing.
Varus looks Alwyn up and down, and just rolls their eyes, being fully aware that they will not be able to do such a thing. Don't verbally respond, they just roll their eyes and, turn around.
Maybe another time.
Expectantly. Alright.
Okay. You guys can
Speaking
start
of
walking.
roof jumping, there is an opportunity for some great practice here. Varus begins to climb a tree.
Oh god.
It's not too dissimilar.
What kind of tree are you climbing?
One that I identified to be big and sturdy.
Okay, you can find a big oak. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Hold on, my d20 is at the bottom of all my dice. I didn't get them out ahead of time. Is my acrobatics +2? I think it might be. I don't know. Hold on. No, it's a +4. Sick. Show me a 17.
Yeah, you can clamber up this tree. You can get decently high in the branches.
Cool. I'd like to jump to what I identified to be another sturdy tree.
Okay, make me a second acrobatics check.
Whee! 16.
You jump to another tree. You have to like scramble to find purchase because these trees aren't particularly amenable to being able to jump back and forth between them. But you like manage to like cling onto a branch. It looks kind of haphazard, but you don't fall out of the tree.
And then I'm gonna swing around that branch and descend to the ground perfectly.
Okay, make me another acrobatics check at disadvantage.
A disadvantage? Okay,
Yep.
oh fuck. So that nat 20 might mean nothing. Okay, 17.
Okay, I don't think you get as much flair actively swinging around a branch as you would think, but like you land on the ground just fine.
Yay.
Kruu claps.
And now I point to Alwyn. Your turn.
Okay,
Oh no.
we'll climb the same tree.
Okay, make me an acrobatics check.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
Is it really peer pressure if you didn't have to like try that hard? Oh, that's a nat 20.
Hey!
You scramble up the tree like you own the place. Yeah, you can get to the same branch
That
the
makes
Varas did.
sense. Being a tree person and all.
Alwyn, owner of
Elf
trees.
druid, that's as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not as close, but pretty close.
Make me another acrobatics check if you're jumping from one tree to the other.
I am. I'm just copycatting here. That is a 12.
Okay, so you leap from one tree to the other one. Again, these trees are not particularly amenable to being jumped back and forth between the two. You can, like, grab onto the branch, but you're kind of more, like, dangling there and not really actually, like, fully in the tree. But you don't fall.
Wait, how far off the ground is it?
Like, maybe 15 feet.
So don't just drop it. Okay.
I mean, you can just kind of scurry down the side. You'll be okay if you drop that.
Yeah, okay. We'll do that. Nailed it.
Sure, you still got a lot to learn, but that does it for practice, I suppose. These aren't rooftops, per se.
Yeah, it was a little different.
Yeah,
Not as much space to get the running start, you know?
yeah, exactly.
And I had to wing it.
And you get
Mhm.
used to that kind of thing. Anyway,
will.
onwards to... Where are we
Foot
going?
it. I guess. I don't have wings yet.
Kinna is the name of the town.
That place.
Kinna.
Oh, yeah, speaking of footing it.
You guys can start walking along the main road. You guys travel most of the way there. Nothing really notable crosses your path. Everyone make me a perception check, just for posterity.
Awooga. I say his perception is like one of my lowest stats. How's that 3 nat 20s in one session? Okay, that's a 19.
I rolled a 3.
I got 9.
Okay.
15.
I told
16.
you the rolls were gonna be horrible.
Varas, you do feel like there's like something a little bit weird along the path, but nothing that you can like put your finger on actually like seeing or being there. It's probably just something you can write off for the most part. Yeah, the rest of you, it's certainly a path. It's a nice day.
Efficient.
Yeah, there's some birds chirping, nothing crazy. And you guys don't really encounter anything along the way as you approach the town of Kinna.
Do you have any scones
Has-
left, Kruu?
I do.
Can I have one?
Sure.
Thank you.
Kruu hands Vanya a scone.
And I tear off a piece and pass it to Mirabelle on top of my head.
Mirabelle will like sniff the scone. She's not gonna take her eyes off the sky, and then she'll like take a tentative bite. How stale are these scones at this point?
They're at least like 3 weeks old at this point, right?
It hasn't been 3 weeks yet, right?
Oh no, it was a week.
Let me
Nah.
see. Let me
How
see if
long's
I
it
can
been since
figure this
session
out.
1?
I guess it should be probably a week and a half to 2. If I'm remembering days right.
Like 2 minimum, I think, right?
Yeah, I
Five
think
and a
it's more
half.
like
5.5 days from wherever we were in Sorrentina to Almany. And then we were there for 3 days.
2 weeks about.
2 weeks.
Well, we also spent
right?
the night in Sorrentina as well after getting given the scones.
Did he get the scones after we got the horse or the before that?
Before we got the
Before
horse.
the
We got
horse.
that
Okay.
day before we
I
got
got
the
the
horse.
scones from
I
literally the
I did
first day.
I did not write down about the scones. I only wrote down the journey. I just
Got them
remembered
from
the scones are
the-
there.
Got them from the paranoid old lady.
Yeah, because then there's a day, then what,
Right.
5.5,
Right.
and
Whose
then
cat
we
Varas
spent
stole.
Oh, wait,
a
no,
night
I
at,
did- I do have a note that just says scones
Excellent.
on my first page now that I'm looking.
Anyway, they're pretty stale, I would assume.
Like
Yeah,
2
Mirabelle
weeks
is gonna
to be fair.
take a crunch out of the scone, quite literally a crunch. She's gonna like wrinkle her nose and look down away from the sky for the first time and like spit out a section of scone onto like the edge of the road and then go back to looking at the sky and refuse to eat anymore.
All right. I tried to help.
She is like doing the thing where she's like wagging her tail like the equivalent of like a cat looking at a piece of string that they can't like really attack.
Mhm.
She's expecting another Alwyn to come from the sky. But yeah, as you guys approach the town of Kinna, everyone make me perception checks again.
Yay.
A 9. Back to back same rolls, based.
That's a 10.
14.
I got an
19.
11 this time.
Wait,
Okay.
is that 19? Hold on. Nope, I lied. 20.
Fortunately for you guys,
30,
this isn't
20.
particularly hard. Okay. As you guys walk up to this town, all of you can see that the buildings and like all the structures in here seemingly aren't made of what you would expect. From head to toe, all of these buildings seemed to be covered in vines and plants and other like rooted types of trees. Everything seems to be overgrown and kind of overrun by plant life.
Ooh.
Those who rolled higher, I believe that was Alwyn and Kruu, am I wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, the second highest, the 14.
Yeah. You don't see a soul here. Like, there is not a person in sight walking around this town.
Well, this is strange looking.
Cool vibe. I like it. I wonder where everyone is, though.
Huh. Where should we try to go in somewhere first? Do we know what's around us immediately? Can we tell it all, or is it just...
I mean, we're
Yeah,
still-
you're sort of entering the edge of town, so it seems like there's a bunch of... It's kind of hard to tell what's, like, underneath all of the vinage, but, like, it seems to be mostly houses. Like, you can still see, like, wooded front doors and things. You can see, like, the main street that kind of, like, leads more into what seems to be, like, a town center down the way. You could probably find, like, some shops along the way.
Should we head
What are
that
you-
way?
Can I
Yeah.
examine one of the vines more closely? Just like
Yeah.
on a random building or what have you?
Yeah, you can go up to it. What sort of check are you making?
I guess it would be. Hold on, I need to. I'm just interested in if I can glean any information about what kind of plant it might be. So I guess it'd be
Sure.
a nature check, probably.
Yeah, roll me a nature check.
Oh, that's a 6.
A 6? It sure is a plant.
Cool. All right then.
Varus would
I like
like
these vines. They're
to
fun.
approach the nearest building after the comment of nobody really being around and knock on the front door.
Okay.
I mean the front
Um,
vines.
You can walk
No,
up to the
that's
front
those.
door and knock. There is an evident knocking sound that, like, you know, goes through the house. This seems like it's just someone's home.
Hello?
You
Is anybody
no
home?
response.
Maybe they're still asleep.
Perhaps we should walk to the center of town. Perhaps there's some sort of event going on.
Oh, it could be. Maybe it's like
Yeah, Vine Day.
maybe it's Plant Appreciation Week.
I think that's every week here.
It looks like it, yeah. Cool place.
You'll fit right at home here, it seems.
Yeah, this is just my vibe.
Yeah, you get no response to calling through the door, Varus.
I guess I'll just stick with the group for now. Oh, yeah.
Maybe we can find something in the, like, towards the center.
That's what I'm thinking. Let's make our way towards the center of town.
Are the vines on the ground too, or just on the buildings?
There are some that kind of wind their way along the ground, but mostly it looks like they're like coming like from the dirt to some extent, and then growing between buildings and stuff like that. It's less so they're taking over the ground itself.
So we have like a path that we're walking on then?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
walking down the main street, and there are like some haphazard vines and plants along the main street, but like nothing like it's the entire floor, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys can walk to the center of town. As you get there, you see right smack in the middle of what looks to be like the place where potentially like a fountain would go in town square, like a market, is a very large, like semicircular, circle, made out of vines and various plants. It's probably like the size of a building. Think of it like if you took a giant donut and you like stuck it halfway in the ground. And I need everyone to make me another perception check.
Oh, so much perception.
Natural
so much perceiving.
20.
That's
Natural
a
20.
14.
Nat 20.
11.
Oh my gosh.
19.
21.
Okay. As you guys are walking into this town square, you see a figure that is standing at this big sort of semicircle. Picture like I don't even know how to describe it. A fairly tall, white-robed individual who has their back to you. For those of you who rolled above a 16.
Alwyn.
Alwyn,
Alwyn?
Aiden, and Kruu. I didn't hear what Varas rolled
Yeah.
though.
Okay. The
I
three
rolled
of
a 14,
you.
so.
The three of you can see that this person is crouched down sort of by the right side of the circle, like the lower side. And in their hand, they are holding what appears to be a small brooch with the symbol of an eye on it, that they are, like, pressing into the side of this circle.
Like, the body part or the letter?
It's Gandalf the White.
Like the body part, like an eye.
Okay.
Aiden, you can see with your nat 20, at their hip, like hanging from their belt, is a small cage, no more than like 2 sizes bigger than your fist, maybe. And you can like sort of see that there's like some sort of presence in it. Like you don't know what's in there, but it's something. As you watch them sort of like mess with the edge of this circle, the whole circle kind of shimmers, in a way that you could probably only describe as what looks to be a portal.
Do Varas and I notice that?
Yes.
Okay.
This is
We
very
noticed
evident
the
to
giant
everyone there.
portal opening up.
I'm glad we noticed the portal. That would be really unfortunate. We're shooting the shit in the back. Oh, there's a portal? Damn.
It'd be like the fucking tower again.
You like,
There's no tower here.
they have to be kidding us, right?
Kruu is gonna call out to the man.
What are you saying?
Well met.
You, as the person is pulling like the brooch out of this like side of the plant portal, you yell this, and whatever the figures do, they like stiffen, but they don't move yet.
They haven't looked up yet?
No, they have not. Well, they are now standing up, but they have not turned around. So you just are getting the back of a white cloak.
Okay.
Okay, I assume we're a distance away and still approaching.
Yeah, you're like on the other. You're like walking into this courtyard. It's fairly sizable.
Good day, sir. We're travelers, and this is our first foray into Kinna. Do you know where the nearest inn might be where we may get some rest?
The person is going to not turn around, but they will sort of point to their left, like sort of across the town square. And then they are going to hastily, like, pull their cloak further down over their head and step through the portal.
Goodbye. It was lovely meeting you.
Something.
You never turned around. I didn't
What
get
if
to
we
wave.
what if we go through the portal?
That's what I'm thinking.
Are you guys rushing up to this portal?
I think we should. I'm curious.
I think we should
Okay.
order our horse first.
We don't have a horse right now.
Oh right, we walked.
Yeah.
Um,
I could
you
shift.
guys
into a
can
horse if
start
you wanna
rushing
look.
up this portal.
Varas, let's go.
I'm down.
Everyone who's running up this portal, make me like a dexterity check to see how fast you're running up to this thing.
Ooh, Dex. That's
Just
a 21.
dexterity?
Yeah, just roll me like straight dexterity
Are
for
we
a second.
assuming everybody's running up there?
I'm
I'll run.
running.
Anyone- anyone
Anyone's
running
going
up there.
Wait, do I still
I'm
add
probably
what's
not
on my
Kruu,
dex
Kruu's
thing?
running.
Or just
Yes,
okay.
just your Dex, yeah.
Then it's a 19.
So that's a 19, a 21.
Vanya's and Naruto running.
Okay, are only the two of you running up there?
I guess so.
Sounds like it.
Apparently.
Okay, so you guys can like reach the portal as you see the magic is fading from it, and it's kind of just like close to snapping shut.
Can I dive through it? I'm feeling impulsive.
Oh my
You're-
god.
Your friends are way behind you, and
If
this is a
Varas-
small amount of portal left. You can try if you want to, but I'm gonna.
Can Varas and I
actually,
dive together?
You could try. I'm gonna have you make some weird ass checks, but
Do you want to?
Kruu.
I'm like considering. Can we have like above table talk real quick about this?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, you can.
Okay, what are you guys thinking? Because like clearly, at the very least, you're skeptical of this thing, or are just not wanting to? Question mark.
Part of
Based
me
on
wants you
fact
to do
too.
it.
Are we being too impulsive? You need to
Yeah,
tell
that's
us,
the
otherwise,
question.
otherwise we are
We
jumping
will
in the
go
portal.
through if you don't tell us
Kruu-
not to.
Kruu-
You
Kruu-
know-
Try.
You know each of us individually, you know we are going to do this.
Yeah,
If you do not stop us.
Kruu never like kept up the pace with everyone else, and he is just still walking at the same pace, just like staring ahead, smiling
Well, I think the
complacently.
I think it's you, me, and Aiden are all at the same pace.
Oh, are we?
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all are
Yeah,
all the way back.
yeah.
Yeah, the
And
two
Vanya
are-
and Bart
yeah,
are
little
gremlins.
charged.
Little
Like if we
gremlins.
manage to go, if we somehow manage to go through this portal, like that is like, that is probably going to split up the party. And I guess this is us asking, are you okay with that possibility?
I don't.
Also, are
I
you
don't think
okay
they're
with us possibly dying?
I don't think you're gonna roll high enough to make it through the portal. When I say closing, I mean like think of if you took like a circle and you were slowly
Okay,
like
but there is a chance.
making it
There's
smaller
still
and
a
smaller towards the
chance.
center. Yeah, you would have to like jumping dive through the middle of this thing.
I can't wait to see you get cut in half. It's gonna be funny.
Right, that's where my brain went.
Y'all are welcome to roll. I will say acrobatics for this, if you would like.
Varus
You-
is a changeling. Can they get smaller to fit through the gap?
The three of you have to tell us yes or no, or we are doing this.
You're
Yeah.
good. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
You
Go
have
for
my
it.
blessing.
Okay, sick. Acrobatics, you say?
You're gonna have to roll
That's a
extremely
23.
well.
I only got
What
a
was the-
16.
What was the number on the die?
19.
Okay,
God.
The number on my die is a 14, and if I add the modifier, it's a 16.
Yuri, what do you look like right now? What does your character look like?
I haven't really changed form since knowing these guys. I'm like, I'm not necessarily, but I'm like kind of lanky, 6 foot tall.
Did we reach 6 foot, or was it?
We
Yeah.
did. We reached.
Okay, I
6
know
foot
there was.
first
I know there
session.
was the joke about the inch, but I couldn't
Yeah.
remember what the inch was.
What are you wearing? Are you wearing like a cloak? Are you wearing like a...
I mean, I only have one set of clothes.
Okay.
Canonically.
I think you had said dark hair, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think the hair color matters here.
That's fair.
So, Vanya, you make a flying leap for this portal. You miss, and you kind of like stumble but catch yourself on, like, you just like run through what is an empty circle, essentially.
Okay.
Varus, you throw yourself at this. You get pretty close. You feel like a weird, like, suction, and then there's like a snap. Your cloak gets sucked through this portal, but you don't go with it.
Oh. Damn, I really had to hit
and
the
the
nat
portal
20 to
closes.
go through. That's crazy.
Are we catching up now?
Yes, you needed a nat 20 to get through this. Yes, all of you can now walk up to what is a big empty circle of vines, and Varas laying on the floor and Vanya kind of there standing next to Varas.
We can find you a new cloak.
That was my favorite cloak.
Okay, but we can find you a really nice, fancy one.
I want to go in there, kick that guy's ass, and get my cloak back.
Yeah, but like I don't think we're gonna easily be able to get back. So like for now though.
You know, in fairness, you did kind of do that to yourself a little bit.
Actually, I'm gonna go up to Alwyn. Can I like take his cloak of billowing?
What?
Or his cape of billowing?
Are you just trying to like take it from him?
I'm just like yanking it off him, yeah.
Whoa,
What?
Whoa. Maybe
Um,
use your words. Use words.
I will resist.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys need to make contested grapple checks. So strength rolls the both of you.
Strength. Ah.
Do I have to grapple, or do I have time to react in any other way?
You have a reaction if you want to do a reaction.
I don't. Not on reaction speed. No. Okay.
It would be like the
Fine.
equivalent of reaction to bonus action speed.
Yeah. So, not enough time for what I want.
Whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
So, how does grappling work? Is just
Can
strength?
Yeah.
Can Varas just borrow the cloak for a moment, please?
I think we'll get to that part in a minute after
We'll get to that
Varus
part in a
finishes
minute.
trying
Well,
to snatch it from me.
Yeah, I'm yelling this over the fighting is what's happening. Is what I'm picturing.
Okay.
Lots of
You
like
beat an 18
stumbling.
friend.
Oh.
So I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
I
Alwyn
think
is
that cloak's
immediately
fine.
overpowered.
So Alwyn, you're like caught unawares because you're not expecting Varas to just so suddenly do this. So Varas, you just kind of like whip the cloak off of Alwyn.
Hey.
Oh, wait, but Varas just lost their cloak. They just need it for until we can get a new one. Please.
They can have my other one. I like that one.
Varus is just going to
I have a
hex
spare.
Alwyn.
All they had to do was ask.
Yeah, okay, but it just happened. It was really like, a lot just happened to us.
Varus.
I'm
Varus,
hissing
you
at
look
you.
fine in your undergarments. Give Alwyn his cloak back.
I think I'm wearing clothes
I think
under my
Varus has
cloak.
actual
I
clothes
was
on.
gonna say.
I guess though, if you've only been wearing the cloak, this is what Kruu thinks your undergarments.
Yeah.
Take out the cloak from when we did our Thieves Guild infiltration and hold that out as an offering of exchange. An olive branch, so to
Varus
speak.
glares at Alwyn, glares at the cloak.
Look.
It's a
Realize
fairly
this,
nice
they
cloak that
don't-
he's offering you, for what it's
They,
worth.
they realize they don't really need the theatrics of the stupid billowing cloak, and then they just trade
And we could either
silently.
we could either get a new fancy cloak, like I said, or we'll figure out how to get yours back.
I want mine back.
Okay, yeah, but like I said, I don't know what that guy did, and I don't know how to open the portal, so it might be a little harder.
Look
I'll
like
put-
magic. You're magical.
I'll put
Okay,
my
yeah,
cloak
but
of
I don't-
billowing
he
back
had
on and hunch
something-
it over my shoulders protectively.
He had something like on his hand. I don't know how he did it. I can't just open a portal. I know I have some magic, but like that, it's lightning. Not
Somebody
that.
knows locate object if you hadn't just like upset them for no reason.
I was gonna say, you don't actually know what sort of magic this man just did or the portal is comprised of. None of y'all have looked at this.
I was slightly
Varus is
distracted
just
by
going to be
being
sulking.
immediately burgled.
This is Varus' sulking arc. They really love that cloak. They're not gonna say why, but they really love that cloak. And over table, yes, I am just making up lore, and I'll figure
That's
it out.
fine. That's fine.
Can I examine the semicircle arch thingy?
Yeah, you can examine the
whatever?
like plant arch. Yeah.
Yes, plant arch.
Just
Just want to see if it appears to have any special properties or if it's just some vines in the shape of an arch that
Arcana
happen
check?
to,
yeah. Anyone who's
I don't know what that would
investigating,
be.
make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Okay.
An 18.
A 12.
13.
Okay.
Kruu is not making an Arcana check.
No.
Arcana.
So, all of you would clearly say that this is some sort of far travel portal. You also think that the portal itself is innately magic. Who rolled higher? Was it,
Was
I
it
18.
18? Okay. Aiden and Alwyn, you guys can find that indent that the man was sort of looking at on that, like, bottom left side of the portal. It seems to still be there. Aiden, you think, like, maybe, like, if you pressed something into that indent that it could activate the portal?
Is it in like the shape of the eye thing that he had, or just there?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Hey, maybe we just need one of these. Or one of the things that guy had, rather.
Would seem like it. But,
Who
You know what
among
that
you
was?
actually saw what that eye was? Yeah.
I think I saw
Uh,
it.
I think
Aiden saw
Aiden
it.
did.
Aiden Nolan
yeah.
Saw it, I think.
Aiden Nolan Kruu, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Any
yeah.
of you who actually saw what that eye was,
Yeah.
The people who
Make-
weren't busy sprinting headfirst at it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
make me
Look,
a religion
we just
check.
like to have fun.
Religion?
Yeah.
Aw, 13.
Do I make a religion check here, even though I'm not examining it with Arcana?
Yeah, you can, because Alwyn has just said this out loud.
18.
16.
Both Kruu and Alwyn, you recognize this to be the universal symbol of the High Priestess.
If I had to gather, this portal, that man was probably a monk, and this portal is going from going to his place of worship.
That portal was what?
Yeah, this symbol looks familiar. The High Priestess, I think?
This is the mark of
Perhaps?
the High Priestess.
Yeah. I knew I'd seen it somewhere before.
Hmm.
I don't know what they'd be doing with a
I
portal
like
made out of
history
vines.
check on hearing Abathin, not Abathin, High Priestess.
Yeah, you can make me a history check.
That's a 13.
13? Yeah, you would know that the High Priestess is commonly known as Sariel. That's her real name. She is most commonly worshipped in Aberthin, but is worshipped by a fair number of people sort of across the continent. She tends to be like sort of the god known for the heavens and fate.
Is it possible that this portal could take us to Aberthin? Or perhaps heaven?
Maybe.
Heaven? Heaven? What?
If we can...
Isn't that...
I don't know. I feel like if it was that easy to get
The
there,
heavens.
people would have been doing it that way, right?
I feel like that's
All
a
you
little
had to
bit...
do was get a big
Maybe a
old...
religious order. It was
circle
very
of vines.
I
secretive.
feel like it's a little too far for what we're wanting, right?
Maybe. Still, you know,
It could be a
have
shortcut,
to-
especially if we're stuck on foot.
if we're looking to get Varys' cloak back anyway, we might as well see if we can find a way to reactivate this thing.
Varys perks up a little bit.
I mean, yes. But do any of you have one of these symbol things that you're speaking of?
No. Alwyn's gonna glance at Aiden and Kruu as the most likely candidates to have something of that nature.
And Vanya looks over expectantly for an answer. Well,
And I check my pockets for something that's relatively similarly shaped.
Kruu also
I
reaches
don't know.
Kruu reaches into his pockets and pulls out a rock.
Kruu, you probably have a rock of like similar size, like
Yeah.
kind of like walnut shaped, but like
I'm gonna take out the rock that I got from the first session. Not the shiny one, the other one. I'm just gonna-
which one? Just like the
the decent
that-
pebble.
Okay. Yeah. You can pull out a pebble.
Yeah, I'm gonna just reach my hand out and show it to them.
That's
I
kind of
mean-
close. That could work.
You could try
Smile.
it.
What could go wrong?
Kruu shoves the pebble in the indent.
Okay.
With just force, just smack.
Yeah, you stick the pebble in the indent. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, we got this. Nat 20.
Damn. Okay. This
Oh my
rock
God.
is gonna forcefully
23.
be shot back like out of its like little crevice that you've just shoved it into. But you just like basically like stick your hand up and catch it out of midair, like before it even like
Okay.
hits you or flies over your shoulder.
That's not the thing.
I would like
Whoa,
it
that's
to. Can I make a history check to like remember the daggers we got back in? What was it, like 3 sessions ago?
I mean, you just have those daggers.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need to do a history check
Oh
for
yeah,
something
we
in your
do have
bag.
those.
Something we have.
Because I remember something being etched into it, so I'm just gonna like take it out of my bag and hold it and look at it.
Yeah. There's nothing in particular that you note on those daggers that seem to be related to the High Priestess. It just seems sort of to be like etchings and carvings of like, little like swirling designs and like maybe some little animals. It's like nothing
Okay.
that you can see that's related to like a god.
This is why I need to take notes anyway.
So it seems like we need the genuine article, not just something close enough.
Well, we have only tried a rock.
Ah, yeah.
Mayhaps
point.
a holy symbol.
That's a good point. Anyone got
I
one of
will
those?
size up my holy symbol to see if it will fit.
How big is your holy symbol?
No idea.
You can't just ask someone
It
how
is-
big their holy symbol.
I don't know. I don't think it has like a description. It's just
You get to make up what it looks like. Go ahead. Live your best
it
life.
looks like exactly what we need.
It is not the carving of an eye, I'll tell you that much. What do you think your holy symbol would look like for Doran, though?
Fuck, that's such a good question that I will answer later when I have a brain.
It's like who's that Pokemon? It's a completely different symbol, but if the silhouette is the exact same shape.
Exactly.
Jigglypuff from above.
What's that
Things
symbol?
Like Condorans look like a mushroom.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a sort of
Fuck
like
yeah.
mushroom type symbol. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's small enough that it like doesn't fit very well, but you can kind of try and like wedge it in there a little bit at an awkward angle. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Say Alwyn's gonna stand
Old.
out of the
Like that.
hypothetical line of fire.
A 10.
Awesome.
A 10. Your holy symbol like shoots back out at you and like bonks you in the side of the shoulder. You're not gonna take any damage from this, but it like dinks off your armor, and you're gonna have to like go pick it up off the floor.
Okay.
Okay, so not that, I guess. Maybe we can find something in the town?
I wonder what would happen if I put my hand in it.
Is there a church nearby?
I mean, wait, hold on. Is Alwyn sticking his hand in the like indent?
It's out loud musing. I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
Like a bad idea.
Yeah, so you guys can sort of look around. You see there are a lot bigger buildings that are sort of in this courtyarded area. At this point, it's sort of starting to become like much later afternoon. Like the sun is like sort of starting to fall. You've been investigating this portal for a minute. You can't really make out what all of these buildings are in particular because they're all covered in vines, but there's some that are probably like decently shop sized. Maybe one that like could be a mayor's office, or it could also be an inn. You can't really tell.
Can we investigate the building that the man pointed to his left of the portal?
Yeah. You can go, span
did
the
he-
distance if you want.
Did he point at a building, not a direction? Did I
Yes,
miss-
he pointed at a building.
He
Gotcha.
asked
Okay,
about
my
an
bad.
Yeah,
end
let's go to
specifically.
let's
I
go to that
misremembered
building.
that.
Yeah. Okay. You can walk up to this building. It's fairly sizable. It's probably like 2 stories tall and fairly large. The front door, it's not open, but it's there.
Kruu is gonna knock.
Okay. You can knock. As you knock on this door, a dryad will open the door, half rubbing one eye, and sort of like look you up and down. Hello, welcome to the Bottomless Cauldron. May we help you?
Well met. My name is Kruu, and I'm visiting from out of town. We were wondering if you did any boarding here. Me and my friends are going to be staying for the evening.
Oh, yes, you're more than welcome. She'll open the door. She is a fairly tall dryad woman. Her leaves are kind of autumn colored almost, like you'd say like reds and sort of auburns. And she'll like open the door and sort of stand to one side. Sorry, it's fairly early. We weren't really expecting any visitors so soon.
What?
Early?
What do you mean?
But yeah, I just woke up.
Oh.
What time is it? I'm going to ask the dryad that.
She'll kind of like stare outside past you. Well, I mean, the sun's still out, so early.
Are dryads nocturnal?
Yeah.
You can make me a history check.
Okay. Uh, 18.
18? Not usually.
Kruu's gonna shrug and walk inside.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. If y'all are walking inside, the inside of this
Vulnerable
place.
also.
Yeah, go ahead. It's a fairly standard looking inn. All of the tables and chairs seem to be like actual vines that have like grown out of the floor. That are actually like table and chair shaped, but they have like a full bar and like normal glasses and plates and like this is an inn. It's just slightly made of plants.
This place is awesome.
Oh, thanks. I've been running it for close to 15 years now, I think.
So you know
I love the
about
natural
things
vibe.
that
It's
happen
awesome.
here, right?
Yeah. What do you mean things?
Like, if there was a big portal in the middle of town, you would know at least something about it, right?
Oh, I mean, yeah, there is a big portal in the middle of town. Why are
I want to go in there.
She is going to like look you up and down like she's not fully awake yet, and say, I mean, it's never open. No one goes in and out of that thing.
Someone just did.
No, that
Someone
was
just
a
did.
man. And
I'll chime
he-
in that it stole their cloak.
It stole Varus's cloak,
As I
and
walk
we're just
away.
trying to get the cloak back.
There was a man who went in there, and the portal has my cloak, and
Is Varus supposed to
Varus
have a
is
petulant
fine.
child?
in this instance, yes.
Varus is really
That's
upset
awesome.
right now. That's-
This cloak means a lot to Varus, and it really they got it when they were quite young, and without it, they don't. I don't know, you know.
They're just upset.
They're just really upset.
It's their security cloak.
Exactly.
I mean, she'll like bonk the side of her head twice, like she's trying to like think straight. You definitely woke this person up at the equivalent of like 4 a.m. for her. I don't know of anyone, at least in our town, who's gone in or out of the portal.
White robe had
I-
something about a priestess with them.
Let's see. Actually, now that you mention it, there has been like some sightings of a person in a white robe going through the portal. But it's mostly been hearsay. We hear stories about it like maybe once every couple months. I just thought it was a story.
It could be someone. It could be someone you know. I had called out to him and asked him where the nearest inn was, and he pointed towards this building. I assumed he was a citizen.
She's gonna shrug. If I know them, I don't know who it would be.
Do you happen to have like a church in town?
We have a small one. What exactly is it that you're looking for?
Something that opens the portal. I'm looking at the others now, like I don't know
Holy
exactly what
symbol
we're
of the
looking
High
for.
Priestess.
A holy symbol of the High Priestess.
That's over the table. Alwyn's too busy inspecting plant furniture.
I see.
Clarinet, sure.
I'm sorry. No one, as far as I know, is like a big worshiper of the High Priestess here. Most of us follow the star. Our church is dedicated to her.
Go figure.
You might try. There's like a local knick-knack shop, is what I'd describe it. They might have some like random objects in there that might fit what you're looking for. I mean, you could go ask at the church. They might have something.
Okay. How long do you think until like everyone else is kind of up and bustling around?
She peers outside. Usually people start getting up around the time the sun sets, at least to
Okay.
set up all of their shops and open their doors.
Was
You'll
there
start getting a lot of foot traffic after the sun goes down.
is there somewhere we can like just kind of rest here at your place until then?
Sure, I mean, you're welcome to like have an inn for the night, or if you want, you can just, hang out in the like tavern area. She like is like literally like half asleep still. Like you can tell she's like barely awake where she's standing, and she just kind of gestures around the room.
Thank you, barkeep. Kruu goes over to a table and sits down and just is staring at the wall.
Is it the one that I'm examining still?
Sure.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, I'll take the table that's nearest you.
Okay. I'm fascinated by this furniture. It's very cool.
Yeah, all of it is made of plant that seem to be growing out of the floor in this shape.
It's so neat. I've completely ignored the entire conversation that was held. By the way.
Well,
Understood.
I think we should just sit down with them and figure out where we want to go. Maybe we could split up the church and the knick-knack shop.
Guys, you gotta see
I-
these tables. They're so neat. They like grow right out of the floor. I gotta learn how to do this.
I would like to get the note off of Kruu and investigate it some more. Unless I took it, I don't remember who
I
has
think
it anymore.
Kruu had it still, right?
Yeah, I still have it.
May
I mean, you can ask
borrow
her
it.
if that's what you want to do.
Kruu is staring ahead, just blank expression on his face.
Does that mean all of you guys are convening at the table with us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
As you guys sit down, the barkeep will sort of wave at you and be like, "I'll be in the back. Just call if you need anything.
You're good.
If you need directions or whatever, yeah." She's gonna like go like she's like making a beeline for whatever bed you know to be back there somewhere.
I'll like snap out of it and pay attention long enough to wave.
Yeah, fucking
She
damn
will.
it.
She has her back to you. I don't think she's gonna wave back.
Oh, okay. I'll have to wave again some other time.
But yeah, are you asking Kruu to look at this note again?
Yes.
Kruu, up to you.
Sure, Aiden. Kruu reaches into the note and hands it over to Aiden.
I appreciate it. and then I would like to roll an investigation check on it.
Sure. What exactly are you like trying to investigate about this note?
Any hints of where it came from, like physically in the world?
Physically in the world? What are you looking for to try and determine that?
Great question. I hoped you would let me get away without having an answer.
Mood.
I don't know. Different colored dirt. Let's play GeoGuessr on this shit.
Okay, I mean, I'll let you roll for it.
I got a
Trying to figure out
14.
what kind of paper it is or something.
14?
Well, I
mean,
know the paper because I know it came from my father. I
Well,
don't know where it came from, though.
Your father.
Since
mean,
like
That doesn't...
Yeah, you're looking at this paper. This is definitely your father's handwriting. If you look more closely at it, the ink is definitely from his favorite fountain pen that he keeps on his desk. You would know it very well. He uses it for pretty much all of his missives. But that's all you got. It's a note. It's written by
Okay.
your father.
can I investigate it? Since I like know his dad as well.
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
In the meantime,
Which
over
one?
the table.
Is it investigation to add? Okay.
Over the table in the
Okay.
meantime, did we
I
talk to
will get
literally
nothing, it's a 10.
anybody about where we were going? Like, about going to this town in particular next? Or did we
No.
determine that all on our own? I can't remember.
I think we just determined that this made sense. The next place to stop at
Yeah.
and figure out.
Okay, we didn't speak a
No.
word of the name of this place to any... Okay, just checking.
Nope.
Cool.
If I recall, we do have a star summoning thing, though.
I mean, yeah, but that's... Like, it just occurred to me to ask because it struck me as odd if we had that no one would have said anything about it being the plant town that is nocturnal. Question mark, question mark.
Nope. The only
With a
thing that
big
you
portal.
noticed about was you sat down, you looked at a map, you went, this seems like the next town in the order, and then you didn't ask a single question.
We
Wow, we
do
should really talk to
seem to
people
keep
more.
doing that, yeah.
Surely, we'll get better at that maybe one day.
No.
No.
I think
Uh.
it's Varus' responsibility for no particular reason, other than I decided. Good luck, Varus.
I think it's actually Vanya's responsibility for no particular reason because
Wait,
I decided.
Wait, I did zone out for a second.
to tell people where we're going? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
I don't have the map.
Well,
Kruu can do this.
not to
I'm
tell
saying-
people where we're going, but to like, you know,
I don't have the map.
Inquire about future destinations.
I just
Like-
as long as you get me to the dragon.
anyway, though,
I'm cool with like over the table. I'm cool with role playing like the small talk with people.
Any of y'all.
I'm gonna forget every time.
we'll figure
But
it
yeah,
out. We'll
Vanya,
figure
you can make me that investigation check. I didn't hear if you rolled it.
I did. It was just a 10, so I know. I just know it's a note.
Yeah, it's a note. You recognize
It's a
the
note.
handwriting. No more information than the last time you looked at it.
I want to investigate the note.
You know nothing about this note.
You don't even get to
You
roll.
don't
You
even
know
have to roll.
nothing.
Wow,
No,
I might be able to know. I might be able to see things that aren't related to Aiden's father.
Varus
Thank you very
might
much.
No
I bet
in
Varus
is
Nothing about this
something.
note.
Okay,
Okay,
Varus knows it's on
fine.
paper. Or parchment, or what have you.
This is certainly a note.
This note is noting.
Alwyn's just gonna chime in. So I know I'm not all that well versed on this whole sleep thing, but it's like out of the ordinary for this to be the schedule people work on, right?
Nocturnal.
I don't know. Maybe they have friends
know
in a
that's
different
what-
country and they ruin their sleep schedule for them. Who knows?
What's it-
Could be anything,
What is
really.
that? What does that mean?
Varus, what are you talking about? But like, actually, in character, bringing this up, like,
Yeah, no, yeah. That
It
was
just
fucking
so
dumb.
like you know how like you
Um,
don't sleep, Alwyn?
uh-huh.
It's like it's something like that. How that's different from whenever I sleep. So like they just sleep opposite of us typically. Question mark. And I look at
That's
anyone
just
else paying
facts and
attention.
shit, though.
Well, yeah, but that's like not normal, right?
I wouldn't say it's I don't know.
Vanya and Aiden, make me a history check. as you're musing about this out loud.
A 5?
What check, sorry?
History.
Oh, that's a 19.
19.
Aiden's about to
Vanya?
correct my ass. I said a 5.
That's you.
Aiden's about to correct my ass.
Actually.
Aiden, you know that some of the Fae folk and some places that worship the moon in particular, those who trance and do not necessarily normally sleep, tend to sometimes operate in the lunar hours rather than during the day. It's not all that common, but it's not unheard of.
So this could just be like a genuinely standard thing.
You sure?
Maybe.
Class.
Could be. I will allow it and not question it further, because this could be normal.
Are you sharing it with the class?
Yes, always.
Okay, cool.
Unless they state otherwise. Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
easier to say when you're not.
Yeah.
I am, though.
Huh. Okay. Just never seen that before. Neat. I like this place more every time I hear something new. I think. Yeah, I know we have like a tower in the last city and all, but like this place is kind of awesome. Think we could get the tower moved?
I mean, we could probably just get more plants at the tower.
Well, but like, I don't know. I just like the vibe here, you know?
I mean, we could change the vibe of the tower, though.
Well, but it'd probably be a little rude to change the vibe of the whole city next to it.
I mean, but we could change just right around the tower is a decent bit out.
I suppose. Or we could just move the tower. That might be easier.
I don't know if that will actually be easier. I think that actually might be harder.
You think?
Can anyone either back me up or something here?
I don't know, I'll have to ask the hostess, the innkeeper. If she knows how we can grow these plants ourselves. I like them a lot.
Yeah, as you guys are discussing this, some people start trickling in from like downstairs and outside. The sun has started more fully setting now. You start seeing foot traffic, and the innkeeper will come back out, mostly to like talk to some people who seem to be like checking out.
Do we want to split up who goes to the church and who goes to get the knick-knack place and see if we can find?
Oh, right. Looking for a symbol of the High Priestess, right? Yes. What's this about a knick-knack place?
Were you not paying attention, Alwyn?
Paying attention to what?
Okay, that's a no. When we came in, the innkeeper told us, like, there's a small church, and then there's a knick-knack place that might have the thing we're looking for, but not sure.
I don't remember any of that.
It's fair.
Are we sure that happened?
Yes.
I'll, like, glance towards everyone else for confirmation.
That indeed happened.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rub my face. Anyways, should we split up to see if we can find something?
I mean, we could just go
We
check
can
his
just go to
group.
both.
Yeah. We got time.
Sure, but if we could just cover ground quicker and get more interaction.
I don't know. Anything to do with that guy could
Let's
cause
go.
trouble. Well,
I
I
know,
think we
last
should
time-
stick together.
The last time Varas got more than 30 feet away from us, their cloak got eaten by a wormhole.
Okay, I was with
You don't have
Varas.
to bring that up.
I was with
Asshole.
Varas, and the hole just closed suddenly. You're lucky neither of us died.
I couldn't
No one
have made it.
intentionally brought it up because they're quietly holding a small grudge for the cloak
The
snatching.
yoinking incident.
Perhaps we should check out the church first, and if they're unable to help us, we can check out the knick-knack place.
That sounds like
I
a plan.
agree.
Okay.
Did we get directions in the conversation that I
No,
missed earlier
did
too, or no?
not.
We
No,
didn't
no,
ask yet.
that was
She was very tired.
we can ask the locals who are pouring into the bar.
Neat. Okay.
Are you just going up to someone random, or are you going back up to the barkeep?
I pick the shadiest guy
Oh
I
god.
can find.
Yep.
Define
Actually,
shady. They are tree folk.
I was gonna say of
Oh,
note,
actual tree
they
folk.
all are they all
You know, in terms of
dryads or
shady however
related?
you want, DM.
Yes, pretty much
Okay.
everyone walking around here look to be some variation of dryad.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Let's ask the barkeep.
Yeah.
That's probably
I'm-
I
wise.
still want to find the
Ask the
shadiest
barkeep.
guy.
Someone other than me should do it. I'll get sidetracked in a conversation about the plant furniture again.
Excuse me, barkeep.
Oh, yes, hello. Sorry about not being up earlier.
It's quite all right. We weren't aware of the sleeping schedule for the people here.
Oh yeah, it's been like this, for most of my life.
To be fair,
I see.
we didn't ask people. We just said we're going to this town, so it's on us.
We found you on a map.
Oh, that's fine. That's how most people stumble in here, to be honest. We don't get a lot of outside foot traffic, but we get some. Not in the past, 50 years or so.
And why is that, do you think?
Oh, I mean, since we all became, well, this.
What? What?
She'll kind of
Well,
motion to herself in the bar around her.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I thought you might know the history of Kinna. That's why a lot of people travel here, is to sort of investigate. About, I'd say 50 years or so ago, one day the town went to sleep and everyone woke up one evening and, well, everything was plants. And there was suddenly a big sort of, archway in the middle of the town. Only later did we figure out it was a portal.
Wait, as a look of horror dawns on Alwyn's face. Does that mean you don't know how to grow these plants?
I mean, we didn't before, but now we do. At least to some extent. Well, they tend to listen to us. She'll kind of
Okay.
wave her hand over the bar.
Sigh of
And
relief.
a section of Vine will reach up and pick up a glass and hand it to her.
Alwyn is ecstatic. That's the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Wait, another town where people just fell
You
asleep.
gotta teach me how to do that.
There's something bigger happening here, right?
Isn't that Lich guy
Sounded like they
again?
just turned in for the night and then
Alwyn's now waving his
woke
hand
up
over the bar.
and it was like this.
She'll kind of laugh at you and she'll be like, I don't know if it's something I can teach. I mean, you could try, I guess, but it was, just something we kind of woke up with when we became, well, dryads, I suppose. The plants of this place are just kind of intrinsically tied to us.
So wait, Ella, for clarification, was it a case of they all suddenly fell asleep and then woke up and were dryads, or did they just naturally go to sleep at the time they normally would? Okay. I ask her for further elaboration on that then.
Oh, well, everyone, it wasn't sudden. People weren't just falling asleep in the streets or anything crazy. Everyone kind of went to bed for the evening, and somewhere in the late night hours, and no one, at least who has, not grown up a dryad, who lives to remember the transition, as we call it, remembers anything during that evening. But we woke up and then the town was, plants.
Okay, never mind. Ignore all of my conspiracy theories then.
I'm still making them.
I mean, I hardly remember the days before the transition, to be honest. I was pretty little.
So how many years ago was this?
About 50.
I see. Well, could you happen to tell me where that church you mentioned earlier is?
Of course, you're talking about the Temple of the Star?
Yes.
Just head into the main town square and then sort of past the mayor's office. It's on the the back side of the square. Just like head left, and is sort of back behind there.
Thank you. We'll certainly check it out.
Yeah, no problem.
Krew's going to turn to everybody. Well, are we ready to check out that church? Perhaps they could tell us something more about the portal in the center, or perhaps they have more knowledge of religious orders working through this area.
I agree.
Let's
Mhm.
go.
I'm completely ignoring you as I continue to try the hand thing.
You can like wave your hand over this like, plant bar. It doesn't seem to really be responding to you, but make me an Arcana check.
Who's doing that? Wait, who needs to do that?
Alwyn.
That's a 6.
Yep, it's certainly a bar. It's made of plants. It's not really doing much.
I'm still trying until somebody stops me.
It's not hurting anyone.
We're like heading out the door. Alwyn, come.
Dead to the world. Does not hear you at all.
I walk back in and grab Alwyn by the arm.
What? What?
Let's go.
We are
Come on.
leaving.
But I gotta figure out
Yeah,
how
we
to
can
do
come
this.
back. We're coming back.
Fine.
Alwyn, it also occurs to you that everything in the town is made out of these plants.
My face perks up again, and I'm gonna walk out the door still doing the hand thing.
Yeah, you can just
Just
keep
gesturing
waving.
generally at various buildings and things.
Okay. Alwyn
So-
is waving
Just
to
kinda-
the world.
It kind of looks like waving, but kind of like a crazy person.
On our way to the church, I'm going to ask, Alwyn, do you know of any druids who would have ever, or any case of people becoming dryad? Would a druid have been up to this, perhaps? It would have taken quite a lot of magic.
Alwyn, you can make me a history check for that.
I was about to ask if, yeah.
The great planting.
Oops, that wasn't a command. That is a 10.
10. No particular example that you could think of. It's not something that you think would be unheard of.
I mean, it doesn't seem unreasonable, but it's not something I've ever heard of before. It's probably not outside the realm of possibility. Or even reasonability. Alwyn delivers this in a sort of, like, distracted manner, and then immediately goes back to the hand-waving thing.
You look like a mime trying to escape from an invisible box a little bit.
Perfect.
You get a couple of odd looks, but mostly people just kind of ignore you.
I bet the glasses help.
Yes, the sunglasses at night.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to ask you, what's your ruling on how that interacts with dark vision?
It doesn't help. It's like sunglasses at night.
So my vision's still impaired, is what I'm...
It's like if you were wearing sunglasses in like a semi-dark room where you can still see, but like, why would you inconvenience yourself in that way?
Cool, okay, just checking.
Yeah.
I'm still doing it, but...
Yeah. That checks out.
Okay. But you guys can approach the Temple of the Star. It's a decently sized building with some columns that kind of support like a roofed structure that juts out of the front. You can see that a lot of the front of it is decorated in what looks like pretty intricately designed murals, mostly of stars and like sort of swirling galaxies, and then scenes of what appears to be a woman which they are depicting as the star.
I'm sorry, there's a door?
Yeah, it's not even really a door, it's just like a big open archway. There's some people walking in and out, mostly carrying scrolls and various things.
Well, I'm gonna
How
walk
long did it take
forward.
us to walk here?
Not very long, it was like a 5-10 minute walk.
Okay, it's long enough, my arm's probably getting tired, I'll quit it for a little bit.
Okay.
I walk forward to the arch,
Yeah, you can walk into this building. There are people sort of bustling in and out. You can tell some of them probably live there, sort of disciples of the star. Um, there are some people who are like holding some sort of, you would say ritual maybe. There's like sort of a big, low, shallow pool of water that they're standing in a circle around, sort of holding hands. There's some other like side rooms that you think are full of like what looks to be bookcases. Um, yeah, it looks like a fairly big open space. There's a lot going on in here.
Does it look like there's someone that we can walk up to and ask questions?
There's a pair of disciples that are sort of having a conversation near the front entryway.
I'm going to walk over to them.
Sure. They'll stop the conversation that they're having and they'll look at you. One of them appears to be like sort of a short dryad girl. She has like super pink flowers in all of her hair, and like bright green leaves. You think she's like sort of representation of spring. The other one appears to be taller. He is sort of a male who has like silvery leaves, probably a winter dryad.
Okay. Hello. I am just trying to see if you guys maybe happen to know a bit about the portal in the center of town.
I mean, I don't really know that much. It's been here as long as I can remember. There might be some books on it in our archive, or like one of our elders might know a little bit more about it. She'll turn to like her colleague and say, "Do you know anything else?" He'll kind of shake his head and he'll like re-sling the bag that he's carrying over his shoulder. Sorry, I don't know too much about it, to be honest, but none of us have really bothered to mess with things that we don't understand here.
I see. Tell me, do you have a library here in the church?
Yes, it's right over there. He'll like turn around behind him and he'll point through an open archway.
Thank you. Perhaps there's someone there who'll be able to help us.
Of course. If you're also looking to speak with one of the elders of the temple, they're probably in the back in one of the creative spaces right now. They're working on several statues.
Excellent. Thank you.
No problem. He'll sort of wave at you.
Alwyn waves back, despite not being the person being waved at.
Well, I was gonna check the library to see if any of the elders were there, but I guess we can go straight back and see if they, whoever the oldest person here is will probably have the most knowledge if it happened 50 years ago.
I think that's
Well, are
a
we
fair assumption.
looking into
Varus kind of like tunes back in and goes, "Library?"
Do you want to check out the library while we go talk to the elder?
Yes, I would. That sounds excellent. Yes, wonderful. I could surely gain some intel on the
Are you
thing
okay?
that would. Yeah.
You're coughing a lot. Do you need some water?
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Steve might have some.
No, thank you. I'm gonna this way. I'm gonna
Yeah, you could tell the dryad boy, he was pointing through the archway to the library and then just sort of like pointed further in the back to where he was motioning for the elders to be.
Okay.
So you probably have to walk through the library anyway.
Yeah, let's head over there.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys can walk into the library. It's fairly sizable. Bookshelves made of vines. There's some people who are like sort of commanding the vines around them to shelve books, and sort of like carry things from top shelves sort of down to the bottom. There's a lot of people in this space who are sitting at various desks who are working on what you would deem to be more creative pieces, paintings and like sculptures and like small projects of sorts. There's another sort of archway that's open in the back. This one's a lot smaller as well.
I am going to just stand around examining the books, looking for something in particular.
And I'm gonna head back to the other archway.
Yeah, those who want to can head through the back archway. You can see people with a bunch of like bigger tables and workspaces back there. They look like they're carving some statues in the back.
Can I identify which one is the oldest person in the room?
You can see what looks to be an elderly dryad with a clipboard. She has like a set of glasses that are very haphazardly perched on her like wooden nose. Yellow leaves in her hair, and she's sort of like pointing at various parts of a sculpture, sort of directing people who are working on it.
I walk up to her and I go, "Hello, my name is Vanya. I am trying to get some information about the portal in town. I was told you might have some information about that."
She'll peer at you over her glasses. She'll like wave off one of the sculptors who's like working on the project, and he'll start climbing down from the ladder he was working on. She'll take off her glasses, fold them, and sort of like stick them on the collar of her shirt. Yes, that is me. You said Vanya, was it? You're
Yes. Yes.
take it new in town.
Yes, just visiting, but something happened at the portal earlier, and I'm just needing some more information.
What exactly is it that happened? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, well, you see, my friends and I, we walked into town and we were just trying to kind of look for the inn to get settled as a stop on our journey. And there was a man in a white cloak bending over the portal area, and he took some kind of object, something about the high priestess, I don't know. He put it into this spot at the portal, and then it opened up, and one of my friends and I, we were a little impulsive when we went sprinting at it, hoping just to investigate, and my friend's cloak got sucked away, and we're just trying to get the cloak back.
Interesting. She'll like kind of pull up a chair and like sit down. In my living memory, I don't remember ever seeing a time when the portal was open. We've had several people mention similar stories of white cloaked figures going in and out, but it's mostly hearsay since we've never really been able to confirm it or not.
He seemed to like know the town because another friend before we sprinted at him asked if he knew where the inn was, and he didn't look at us, but he pointed directly at the inn, and that's where the inn was.
I see. She'll sort of think about this. I don't know of anyone in town who actually knows how to use the portal. There is some theory that it's how the transition occurred about 50 or so years ago. I was, in my mid-20s back then, but I didn't actually see anything happen. I just fell asleep one day and woke up no longer an elf. She'll like sort of pause to think about it. We have had some people who have come here to sort of investigate what they call the outsiders anyway, like the disturbance of the transition over time. Some theory crafters think that it all came from the portal. But no one's really been able to activate it or confirm it as far as I know. You said they put something in this portal?
Yeah, I didn't see it directly, but it's is anyone with me?
Yes.
We're all here.
Well, I know Varas stayed at the
Everyone
library, so I
except
didn't.
Varas, yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
rest of us did.
didn't know if anyone else stayed. That's why I'm like, and I just turned to everyone like, what was the thing? Because I did not see it. You guys did.
Is the symbol of the high priestess.
It was like a brooch with a symbol of the high priestess on it. He pushed it into an indent. I tried to put a rock in the indent, and it shot out with great force.
She'll kind of think about this. That is rather odd. I don't think anyone in our town worships Sariel, as far as I know. Maybe way back when, but certainly not now. Most people who travel here are devotees of the star to some extent. Our town prides ourselves on creativity, and particularly the Autumn Festival. But yeah, I don't know why the portal would be active to specifically the High Priestess.
So you wouldn't happen to have anything that has the symbol of the High Priestess, like even archived or anything?
We might. Most of our symbols are of the star, but
Yeah.
you know, we don't turn down any holy symbols. People come in bringing things that are lost all the time. Sometimes odds and ends end up here. Sometimes they end up in odds and ends itself. Let me see what I can find in the back. She'll sort of get up, and she'll like wander towards the back of the room. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Meanwhile, Varas, what are you searching for?
I'm just hold on, I'll DM you. Not DM you, I'll put it in my
Yeah, well, while Varas is doing that, the elder will come back. She's holding like what appears to be a big bin, and she'll sort of set it down in front of you, like this sort of like wooden bin. And inside of it, you see just like a massive stack of like random holy symbols. It feels like the type of thing where you would either give it out to disciples or people who've like lost things along the way. This is like the equivalent of a lost and found bin for holy symbols. You're welcome to poke through here and see what you can find. I don't know if we have anything particular for the High Priestess, but if we did, a Sariel symbol would be somewhere in here. Either
Okay.
that or the
Thank
in
you.
the local antique shop.
Okay, thank you so much.
Sifting time.
Woohoo!
Yeah, anyone who wants to
Whoa.
can roll me an investigation check.
I'm rolling.
I am also
Who's got good
rolling.
investigation? Who has good? Because I
I-
can guidance.
Not me.
I do not.
I already rolled, so it feels cheap to say.
Never mind then. I will just also investigate.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 10.
I got a
Uh,
15, so
9.
damn.
No,
You ruined
okay.
our streak.
You guys poke through this bin of holy symbols. You guys can find symbols of the moon. There are some symbols from like the lovers, one from justice, a lot from the star. You don't see anything that looks like a symbol for the High Priestess.
Can we search again?
Looks like no luck here, I think. Well, unless.
You can like sort through this entire bin, Vanya, if you want to take the time to do so. You don't see any symbols of the High Priestess in here.
Okay. Okay,
Seems
there's
like
actually
no luck
nothing.
here, unfortunately.
I guess we could check the antique store.
Well, let's meet up with Varas first and see if they made any headway in finding any information on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a short amount of time putting them all back in the bin.
Yeah, you can put it
I
all
will-
back in the bin.
Yes.
I will help Aiden. I like this. Like the move.
The elder will sort of nod at you. Thank you. I appreciate that. May you be guided by the light of the star.
Thank
Same
you
to
so
you.
much.
Amen.
She'll sort of nod at you, and one of the disciples will pick up the bin, and she'll sort of direct them back to the back.
As we head out, I'll wave.
She will wave back.
Yes.
Let's go.
I like to think you've got somewhere on your sheet a tally counter of people that waved back and people that didn't.
I hope
maybe
you
She was
do.
playing Sweet and Sour, the extended
Nice.
edition.
I
I
don't know
love
if I have the
this.
whole thing, but there might be. I might have started counting at some point.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, we meet with
It's
Varas.
possible.
Okay, Varas, you did find what you're looking for.
Sick. Varas has just sat. How do you American? Crisscross applesauce. Just really, really indulged in this book.
Varas, have you found any information on the portal there? Who's going to appear at the book that he's reading?
Varas is just really, really intensely reading.
Can we tell
Can I-
what he's reading?
Yeah, can I like lean in over his shoulder and try to figure out what the book's about?
I mean, that's up to Ella, but I would say yes.
Yeah, I mean, describe the book for us. You can even come up with a title if you'd like.
You know, this is actually. Hold on, I didn't think this far ahead. Hold on.
Oh God.
Uh.
If you say what came to my mind, I'm gonna start laughing so hard.
It's not 50 Shades of Grey
No,
or anything,
that's not-
or any real book. It's not any
Okay.
real book.
Of three things,
So-
I was positively sure. First, Alwyn was a vampire. Okay.
No, it's if you were to like catch a glimpse of like the page I'm on, it seems to not have any like technical vocabulary or anything like that. It doesn't seem at all relevant actually upon closer inspection.
Can I see like the title of the book?
The fuck. I'm like looking around at words. I genuinely did not think this far ahead. The Moonbeam Chronicles. There we go.
This looks like young adult fiction.
Hey,
So
Varas.
it's not Twilight, but it's basically Twilight.
If you read the chat, you'll see why I was laughing.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Varas?
Hmm?
Hey, did you find anything about the portal?
Oh, you know, I haven't yet.
Okay.
Give me like 5 more minutes. Maybe this book I'm reading, you know, it's getting interest. I mean, it seems
Yeah?
like it might have the answers we're looking for.
Well, you see, we're supposed to head to the antique store because they didn't have the symbol here.
Are you sure they don't have the symbol here?
I searched through the entire box before I let them, before I let the others come out of the room. I did, yeah.
You know, maybe there's someone you could ask about things and stuff, you know?
Do you want us just to come back for you later?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I mean, there are the elders in the back. We haven't spoken to them.
Yeah, we did.
We spoke to one of them who was in the
True.
library.
No, I walked to the back.
She was in the
and said-
back. She was in the back.
Oh, I thought we were still in the
No,
library.
I
No,
walked,
they
I
were the
walked
ones
to the back.
sculpting.
She was like had a
Right.
clipboard and she
She
seemed
was
to be in
also in
charge.
charge.
Yeah.
It
They have a
was
clipboard
stated
they
it
were
was
talking to.
elders plural though, technically.
I mean, we
So-
can. We,
Technically,
There's probably
yeah.
more.
she seemed in charge.
They're
She's
in the
the
walls.
oldest. They're what?
Nothing.
Alwyn?
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
well, you know, they're dryads. They could be.
Okay, anyway, I mean, we could just come back for Varas. They seem very invested. Just keep
I'll
reading, keep
catch up,
reading, keep reading.
okay.
It's fine. They just seem really invested in, like, I don't know if we're gonna get
Varas
them.
went from caring about getting their cloak back to just reading it over.
I don't know if we're gonna get them out of this, whatever this book is, right now.
It's fine. Does Varus know how to get to the antique store?
No.
Do we
can
know how
a-
to get to
no,
the
but we
antique
can
store?
ask.
Do
we
you
can ask.
know?
We can ask. There are people we can ask.
There is a young dryad who's walking down the aisle, kind of towards you guys. She's kinda
Hi,
minding her business.
excuse me. Could you tell us how to get to the antique store?
You say hi to her. She kind of like trips directly in front of Varas, but like catches herself. She like throws a book on the floor, like kind of in front of you. She'll scramble to pick it up. You can see the title is Pride and Prestidigitation.
Nice.
She is going to be. It's not far from here. It's if you just keep going down the way, like directly away from the town square. It's like maybe like a 2-minute walk. It should be on your left.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a good book.
So,
I
like-
like that one.
Oh, yeah, it's very good. It's one of my favorites. She's gonna like straighten herself now that she's like very awkwardly tripped in front of like a big group of people.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy your books.
I will.
I'm gonna walk away.
You know the drill. I'm waving.
Yep, I know the drill.
She will very awkwardly wave back at you.
Yes.
It's like
Alright.
the most
Is-
half wave, like why are you waving at me wave ever.
We'll take it.
Was Varas just staying at the library?
So Varas, since they were interrupted, was still paying just enough attention to know where y'all are going, so they will catch up.
Okay.
Maybe.
Perhaps.
Ask,
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's like it's
Ask again in
exactly
5
as she
minutes.
describes a very brief, like 2-minute walk over to this curio shop if you're looking for it.
All right, and is it just like is it open door or do we just walk
Oh
in?
yeah, the front door is wide open. There's a little like chalkboard out front that says odds and ends on it.
Ah, maybe they'll have the ins and odds that we need.
Yeah, you guys can walk in. This place is a mess. Like, it's like slightly dusty in here. There's like shelves upon shelves that are way too closely packed together of just like weird hodgepodge random objects and knickknacks, like all the way up to the ceiling. In the back, you can see what looks to be like a head poking out from behind what appears to be like the equivalent of like a register or like a desk, but like there's like piles and piles of stuff on this. You're not exactly sure who's back there.
So we don't wait. Do we see someone or no?
Oh yeah, there's a head poking up from back there.
Oh,
You don't know.
okay.
Yeah.
Kruu's gonna call across the room. Well met.
Hi. You'll like see the head of like a small dryad boy like poke up from behind like piles of stuff, and he'll like scurry out from behind the counter.
Oh, hello.
Well met.
Can you help us? We are trying to look for a very specific brooch.
Brooch. That's like a pin, right?
Something like that, yeah. Something just like that size, really.
We have a box of some pins, I think. I think I know where they are.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back. Feel free to poke around in case I missed it and it's somewhere out here.
Okay.
I'll be right back. He'll scurry back behind the counter.
Okay.
Shh. Can we?
Kruu is gonna start just sifting through things, looking for the insignia.
Yeah, can we just
of,
like look
Sario.
around? Or...
Anyone who wants to can make me a roll to sift through all the stuff that's here.
Yeah.
Really sifting.
Will it just be
Investigation?
investigation?
Yeah.
A 4.
14.
Time.
I got a 3.
I think a 3 finds it, actually.
Nobody waited for guidance again.
Okay. Hold on. One
Yeah.
at a time. Kruu, what'd you get? You got a 4?
3.
A 3? Okay. You find on a shelf, like, a handful of chestnuts that are just in a little pile. Among that, there is a small rock that kind of looks like a chestnut.
I'm gonna
Oh my
take the rock.
god.
What did you get, Alwyn?
I got a 15.
He is also very
15?
upset that we didn't wait to roll.
Yes, also that.
You
But
find...
your guys' loss. So
Yeah, you find what looks like a half torn out page from a spell book. You can't really tell what this spell is. It's like ripped in half, but it looks like it's a spell. You read the word plant on there, or you think. Aiden, what'd you roll?
4.
A 4. You find a rusted spoon among like piles of
Fuck
like
yeah.
random stuff.
Let's go.
Alakazam cosplaying coming.
What'd you get, Vanya?
14.
14. You find a small ivory like looking chess piece.
Oh. Which piece?
It looks to
Go
be
rogue!
Looks Wait, what did you say?
Looks to be the
Queen.
queen.
Okay.
It's at
It's
this
a
point
little bit
that
chipped on one side,
Varas
but-
is gonna wander in, be like, I think this is the. Hey guys,
Oh, hey, Varus.
Look
I
what I found.
somehow couldn't find any information that was relevant. How's the search here going?
Look what I found.
It's a chess piece.
Isn't it cool?
It's a chess piece.
Isn't it cool?
think it's
Yes.
cool, Vanya.
Thanks.
the
Alwyn
little
found the
boy's
paper.
The little boy's gonna come scurrying back out as you guys are having this conversation.
Perfect. I want to ask him about this spell scroll maybe thing. Spell scroll but ripped. Or
He's like holding what looks to be a really sad shoebox that's kind of like falling apart in his hands. I found this. We have some like pins and stuff in here you could maybe look through.
Oh, I will take that. Okay.
Yeah, you can open this. It's like a dusty ass shoebox. Like you open this thing has not been opened in like years probably.
All right. And I said it. Is there like a table or something I can sit it on?
Yeah, set it on the counter. Like you can make just enough space where you can kind of put it down and sift through things between all the piles of nonsense.
while they're doing that, can I
Sift
ask
it
about the
through.
scroll? Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead first.
As while sifting occurs, I am 100% looking to get sidetracked and ask about this scroll because I want to know what.
What are you asking him?
I just want to, if he's familiar with it, and if so, if he knows what it's a scroll of.
Can I see it?
Yeah, here.
He'll like take a look at it. Like at first he's like kind of looking at it upside down, and then he like turns it back over, and then he turns it back over again. He's like, I don't really know where this came from, but it kind of looks like maybe it has something to do with plant growth.
No
Yeah, that's what I was
Buddha.
thinking too. Thanks, though.
Yeah, no problem. It might have come from one of the books in our collection, but I don't know which one.
Hmm.
I'm not usually the one that does things around here.
Who normally does?
Well, this is my grandma's shop.
Where's Grandma?
She hasn't been feeling very well recently, so I'm running the shop now.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. My parents are with her. They say that she'll feel better eventually.
Way to go, keeping an eye on things while your parents take care of your grandma. Good
Yeah,
on you.
they said that I wouldn't get many people coming in and out, but that it was a big responsibility. So I'm doing my best.
You're doing
Well,
great.
I think you're doing wonderfully.
What is your name?
We have.
My name is Kit.
Kit? My name is Vanya.
It's nice to meet you. Wow, I was really worried that the first people that were gonna walk in here would be scary because I don't really know much of anything. But you're very nice.
We
Yeah, she's
try.
not usually scary.
While all this is happening and sifting is
I'm Alwyn, by the
occurring,
way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do we need to roll something for the sifting, by the way?
Yeah, make me an investigation check. Anyone who wants to.
And it sounds like Varas is
Okay.
doing something.
Somebody want
Yeah.
guidance this time?
You keep speaking up, and then we keep speaking.
Sorry.
So
No,
I don't know what you're doing.
yeah, no. While all this is occurring, the thought crosses Varus's mind that it may not be a brooch or something in particular, maybe just something. Could they think back to like when they were thinking about the dagger and it's like maybe it's just something, anything. So I would like to investigate the rest of the shop myself, not knowing that the others have already done so.
How does
Okay,
are you gonna do guidance, Alwyn?
Sure. You can go ahead and make me an investigation roll. So everyone roll me investigation for various things.
Vanya, how
Yes.
about guidance for sifting?
And what does guidance do? What do I need to do with that?
An extra d4 to whatever your check is.
That is 17 plus. That's 19.
19 as well.
Let's go.
Nice.
11.
Varas, you find a really nice set of paintbrushes. They look like they're in really good shape. Pretty high quality too. You guys who are searching through this box, there's a lot of like broken pieces in here, some like broken shoe buckles and things that should definitely not be in this box. But you do find a small symbol of the High Priestess. You pull out
Oh
sort
my
of
gosh.
a metal-looking eye that's sort of, you know, a little bit dented inwards, but nothing too bad. It looks like it's seen better days.
How much for this?
He'll kind of look at it and then like look back behind the counter like there's someone to answer the question and look back at it. Silver?
Here's a gold. Don't give me change.
Thank you.
Just...
He'll take it with like both hands from you and he'll scurry back behind the counter to like put it in what you assume to be a box.
Do you happen to also have any cloaks here?
He'll poke his head back up from behind the counter. We have some clothing over there, and he points to a wall where there's sort of like, you know, a rack with some like old sort of like musty clothing of various varieties on there.
Would you like to look at the cloaks, Varas?
It's not my cloak.
I know, but I said we can find you something fancy until we can get your cloak back.
I'm gonna, like, meander there, kind of being all grumpy. I'd like to see if any of these cloaks stand out in any sort of way. Maybe magical, perhaps?
Sure, make me an Arcana check if you're looking for magic.
That is an 18.
None of these cloaks seem to be magical to you.
Damn. There
There are some that are kind of on the nicer end, a couple that look more like costume pieces, and some that are so old that there's like moth holes in them, like they're very decrepit.
I look at Alwyn. I'm keeping this one until we get mine.
Okay. I just said we could look.
Fine by me.
Well, I found the symbol, so should we go try it?
Actually, before we go, I'm gonna ask Kit, if I can take a look at the books he mentioned that the piece of the scroll or the piece of like spell paper may have come from. I'm just like interested.
Oh, sure. They're over here. And he'll like bring you to like a corner of the shop where there's like a little standing bookshelf.
Okay.
Just straight up, make me an investigation check.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go. So I got a 3.
Yeah, none of these books seem to be like exactly what you're looking for. None of them are particularly like sticking out to you as like this is a very plant-based book or anything. They're kind of all over the map in terms of content. They seem to be just books that people have like, you know, dumped off because they no longer want to read them.
And the like wear and tear on them.
All about equal. Most of them seem pretty old.
Because I was thinking if I got like a piece of a page from one, then depending on the condition they're in, it might be reasonably evident. But okay,
I might be able to help you. Kit's gonna pull like a green leather-bound book off of one of the shelves, and he'll like flip through it. This one, and he'll like open to like the other half of the torn page for you. He rolled really well.
Thanks, Kit.
Yeah.
You're a lifesaver. Can I
No
take
problem.
Can I kind of like line up and see if I can make out more of what the spell is for?
Yeah,
both
sticking these
halves.
two halves together, this is a plant growth spell.
Nawooga.
Just generally speaking.
Yes, it describes sort of how the plant growth spell works, sort of the components that you need for it, and you pretty much could consider this a spell scroll. It would be good for one cast of plant growth.
Okay. What's the rest of this book like? Is it like all spells? Or is it...
It seems to be a more like detailed account of how like plant magic functions and stuff like that. It doesn't seem to be more spells. This seemed to be an example that they provided you.
Okay, I ask for the sake of like gauging whether or not this is like this would be a pricey purchase, I suppose. I'll just like go ahead and ask Kit. Kit, if I wanted to buy this book, how much would this cost me?
He'll sort of look in Vanya's direction again and look at you and look at the book like he doesn't really know. Silver piece?
Over the table, I actually have no idea how to gauge if that's that seems very low, but I don't actually.
That is
know for
very
sure.
low.
Here are 5 gold.
I was about to add, what would be typical of something of this nature?
Spell scrolls are usually fairly expensive. You think that this is like a very old book, like it's in an odds and ends shop, like 5 gold like is a reasonable ask probably.
Okay.
Especially for a one-off spell scroll and you're not exactly like in a position to be copying it.
Did you get more since the last time?
Yeah, I can cover.
Okay, I just know you. I remember you didn't have money.
Yeah, which I appreciate that. But yeah, I'll say. You know what? Since you were such a great help finding it, Kit, how about I give you 5 gold for this book?
Wow, really?
Yeah, I think that's much more reasonable.
Wow, Grandma's gonna be so happy. I made 2 sales today.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job.
Tell me,
Maybe
Kit.
she might have to hire you full time.
She says that one day I'll own the shop.
I believe it.
I think you'll be
He's gonna like
great
nod at
owner.
you very
Already see
proud.
it.
Yeah. It's
Where
like doing
is
the
your
little
grand-
kid thing where he like puffs out his chest, like as if like Kruu would have, you know, like where he's trying to look taller.
Cute.
But yeah, he'll take your gold and he's gonna like scurry back behind the counter and then back out.
Perfect. Thank you, Kit.
Tell me, Kit, where is your grandmother?
Oh, she's at home right now.
I see. And if you don't mind me asking, who'd you make your other sale to today?
Wait.
To Vanya.
Vanya.
She's very nice.
Oh,
Misunderstood there.
Kruu doesn't.
And I just hold up the little eye to Kruu.
Right.
You know what, kiddo? Varus approaches the counter with the paintbrush they found. They seem fancy and nice. They don't know anything about painting, but the kid seems really happy. How much for these?
Silver.
There it is.
You know, how about Varus being specific? What is EP? It's between gold and silver. I fucking forget every time.
Electrum. We're not gonna run with much Electrum.
Oh, because I have Electrum in my inventory. It's changed from another thing.
That's fine. If you want to give Electrum, I will allow that.
Yeah, I will give. Being significantly more broke than the other two, I'm going to hand the kid 5 Electrum pieces.
Did you get money also when we were in the tower?
No.
What?
Yes.
Mars
A couple
didn't
people did.
investigate anything.
Yeah, like there is a
Oh.
very bad habit that Varus has of not investigating things after fights are done. In the case of the tower specifically, they were very much holding on to an unconscious star.
That's fair.
Yeah, he'll go, wow, thank you, this is great! 3 sales in one day. Enjoy your paintbrushes.
Thank you. What was it? Kid? Yeah,
Kit.
that's
Kit.
right.
Kit.
Kit.
With a T.
I know, but Varus doesn't. The Varus doesn't like names.
Yeah, but Alwyn and Vanya are gonna
Kit.
like
You know,
instinct
fine.
correct
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
This boy's gonna be like practically skipping behind the counter the 3rd time.
Now Vanya looks at Aiden and Kruu like, you should buy
I
some.
was just about to say everyone else is finding cool things. Can I investigate again?
Yeah, sure, if you want to.
Nice. Fucking 10.
10?
Whatever works for
You
guys.
find like a fairly nice empty journal. It's like leather bound. It's pretty good for what it is.
Mm.
Can I investigate again for myself?
Sure.
Can we all just investigate?
Wait,
again?
I rolled an 11 before. Did that get?
You found that rock, I thought.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
found
no.
That
You
was off
rolled
of a
since?
4.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was a 3 I rolled. I've rolled the
Yeah.
11 since when we rolled for the paintbrushes and.
I rolled a 16.
okay.
Okay, with an 11 crew, you can find what appears to be a pile of small like clockwork pieces.
Hmm.
Vanya, you find Wow, I can't believe you rolled it. Okay, you found it. You find like what appears to be a deck of playing cards. It's seen
Yo!
somewhere, but
Sorry. Above table. Yo!
no, these are standard playing cards.
Damn
Aw,
it!
Damn.
Yo ones. I was so excited. I got baited.
Oh,
Can
cards. I
I-
love solitaire.
Can I give you another gold piece for these, Kit?
Wow, sure, I'd love that.
Okay. Here
Okay,
you go.
now you're overdoing it.
He's
Continuing
telling me
riches.
a silver piece for everything, okay? I'm just... Also, I need you to know I have 33 gold pieces right now.
What?
Okay, that was a
I'll
deck
say-
of cards, though. I'm
It's
just
fine.
saying.
He's a
You and Vanya
child.
being rich.
He's a child.
Anyway,
I'm a, so I
another
keep offering,
investigation.
guys.
What's a dirty 20 find me?
Oh,
A dirty 20. Behind all the clockwork pieces, you find what looks to be like a fairly nice pocket watch.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll buy that. Varus not having any sense of pattern recognition. Hey, kid, how much for this pocket watch?
Silver piece?
Varus just gonna give them the kid the rest of their electrum.
Okay.
So that's four pieces.
He is overjoyed at this point. He is like doing the little kid happy dance as he runs behind the counter. I've made so many sales! Everyone's gonna be so proud!
can I cheeky meta game use detect magic in this room to try and find something more interesting?
Awooga.
Sure.
Awooga.
Is there anything magical in this room?
Yes, there is. If you head sort of towards the back of the room, you can find like what appears to be like an antique hutch. In it, there's like, a lot of objects piled on it and sort of in it and in and out. You find what appears to be a small vial that's filled with what looks to be a potion.
Awooga.
Olga. Can I roll to see what kind of potion?
Sure, make me an Arcana check.
Okay. A nat 20.
Yo!
What the heck?
What is happening
That's
today?
like the fifth one, isn't it?
5 or 6.
Can't believe I wasted mine on.
That's my
climbing the tree
second.
again.
One of mine was wasted on disadvantage,
That's
so you
fine.
don't get to bitch.
Aiden, you think that this is a potion of invisibility.
Oh, go.
Oh!
That's getting brought. Add it to inventory. Oh.
Oh yeah, I need to add a pocket watch and paintbrushes to my inventory.
At this
Sick.
point, somebody
gonna
asked
walk up
Kit
to
how
Kit
much
with,
to
like,
just
3
buy
items.
the whole shop. In fact, I would like to be the new owner.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't
Nice
transfer ownership.
It was a joke. He's not being serious, kid. I'm so sorry.
No, we could never take away your job from you. You're too good at it.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you. I'm doing my best.
Me staring at my lawful good alignment, really wanting to just steal this stuff.
Me
He's about
being
to tell
a thief.
He's about to tell
but
you a
no.
silver piece.
I'm aware. Yeah, can I walk up to Kit with my rusted spoon, leather journal, and potion?
Oh, he might tell you 3 silver pieces.
No, we're finding this out. I would like to buy these, please.
He's gonna like hold up his hand and try to count on his fingers.
He's so young.
Silver pieces.
I hand him 5 gold.
His
Yo.
eyes go like giant, and he's like, "Wow, thank you!" And he's gonna scurry back behind the counter again.
Of course.
We're going broke in the shop of random things.
That costs a
Potion of
silver
Invis?
piece.
Potion of
the deck.
Invis? Hello?
Potion of Invis does kind of go crazy.
Oh,
That
is
is
great.
also glad that you
That's
basically
like-
stole it from him.
Yeah. Hey, I spent a spell slot on this, okay?
It's fair.
That's true. That's like more than any currency,
In
clearly.
fairness, yeah, that arguably that was never going to sell because no one would ever have found it.
Exactly. I am very happy with this purchase.
Yeah,
Nice.
do we have time to look one more time?
Oh my
I want
gosh!
to look for one more thing.
No, DM, I'm gonna overrule you.
I was gonna
Okay,
say you
that's bad.
squeezing the life out of it here. Jeez,
Look, we just gave Kit a lot of money.
this is true.
Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
I need a bigger
I'm
inventory.
tempted to ask, like, over the table, I'm tempted to ask, like, what kind of sick kid's grandma is, but I also don't want to sidetrack us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Dude,
Is there
I've only just
anything else I
remembered
can
we
help
actually
you with?
got what we came here for.
Yes,
Yeah.
by any chance is your grandmother going to be here later?
I don't think so. I mean, probably not until she's feeling better.
How is she? I'm trying to dance around asking.
I mean, she's sick.
Hmm.
Well, how long has she been sick for?
He's gonna go to count on his fingers again.
3 silver pieces.
Like 7 days.
So not like an unreasonable thing. Okay. Well, maybe we can stop by before we leave town and see if maybe she's feeling better.
Sure.
So we can thank her for for entrusting her shop to such an excellent young salesman.
When I go home later, I'll tell her all about you guys and about all the sales today. And if you come back, she'll know.
That sounds great.
Well, thank you.
That's fucking adorable. I can't. I'm sorry.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Kit.
It was nice meeting you too. Thanks again. May you be blessed by the light of the star.
You as
As
well.
you, child.
Amen.
I'm waving as we walk out the door.
He will furiously wave back to you.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's worth 2 in your tally.
You just need another tally of furious waves.
I have a 0.5 now.
Based.
Wait, did you get anything, Kruu?
Just the rock.
Rock. Okay.
Rock.
Which you stole.
I think Vanya covered it.
Just
Same.
a little bit.
All right.
Anyway, so we got our holy symbol. Are we
Oh,
going
you
to
guys
look for
actually
it? What are
found
we
that?
thinking?
Yeah, I did.
What are we doing wasting time looking in the shop for knickknacks? Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Last
Oh,
time
well,
you
that
ran
was-
to a portal in such a rush is how you lost your cloak. I'm just saying maybe we should think about this for a minute first.
I've got nothing else to lose. Ignoring their entire inventory full of things to lose.
Also your life, that one.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Huh. Well, I don't know how to argue with that one. Okay, let's go.
You guys are walking back to the town center.
Yep.
Yes.
I
Yes.
suppose so.
Go to the portal.
You guys get there. There is a lot more foot traffic now. It's pretty much approaching kind of midnight at this point. There's a lot of people bustling around here. There's some people who have pulled out carts into the town square and are selling various things of produce. Are you just going up to this portal in the middle of everyone bustling about this town square?
Yep.
This
Okay, over the
feels like a
table.
bad
Who's ready to
idea.
cause a
It
scene?
feels like a great
This feels
idea.
like
I'm causing a
bad
scene, guys.
idea.
I'm doing it. It's in my hand. No one took it from
I'm
me.
overruled.
Uh-oh.
You didn't take it from me. If you take
Are
it,
we gonna stop and have a discussion about the plan first, or no? We're just going for
I
it.
mean, you could yell at
Doing it
me.
in the
I'm
middle
walking
of the-
up.
Doing it in the middle of the town of people who have never seen the portal open as newcomers seems like we're going to fucking die.
What are they gonna do? Grow some plants on us?
They are, yes, they are dryads. We will be fucked.
Oh, they know the portal exists. They know it's a portal. They've heard
Yeah, but they've
rumors
never seen
of the portal opening. They're aware it can open, even if only by hearsay.
I guess.
Perhaps we should wait until the cover of the
This
sun.
I'm saying all of this over
I'd say,
table
yeah,
because
I'm-
I didn't actually hear any of that. But
I was gonna say, isn't it kind of late for you guys?
That too.
our sleep schedule's kind of fucked from again over table.
Aiden's is kind of normal.
I mean, yeah.
I was gonna say,
It was like
We
1
did a long
a.m.
rest
We're about
at
on
normal time, and then
standard
we
pace time.
traveled in the morning.
and then got a normal rest. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've had
Mm.
normal rests.
it should be late for you
All of
guys,
us.
right? I
Yes.
think.
Yeah,
It is.
it's pretty.
Even
You
me,
have had a
probably,
normal
at this
rest
point.
between now and your long evening.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I understand you prefer cover of darkness, Varas, but we don't quite have that here. It's best that we wait until the sun is up when no one else is here. We wouldn't want to cause a scene.
Plus, we can, check things out. Rested and refreshed.
So I'm gonna get my cloak and
Always
come
in
back out.
Owen is secondarily motivated by his urge to try and do the plant thing again.
Yeah, fair. I want to investigate this potion more, so.
Okay.
And the journal, maybe.
Vanya?
Varas A, realizing
I
that they're
guess.
kind of outnumbered here.
I don't see why we
and-
can't just go and grab the cloak.
Well,
Because what
Oh.
if the cloak's vanished, not where we think it is? Where does this portal go?
What's the worst that
if
could
we take
happen?
We don't know
this
anything.
first, I can prep locate object, which will help.
What's the worst that could
Also
happen?
Many things. We're resting.
Meh.
I bet Mirabelle's tired. You wouldn't want to.
She's asleep,
her out
probably,
too much,
in my
right?
hair.
She is kind of curled up like a crown on top of your head.
If she's asleep, that just further proves the point. You wouldn't want to wake her up,
She'll be
right?
fine.
Yeah, you guys aren't aware when you're asleep, right? It'll be like a blink of an eye. Like no time passed at all, and we'll be ready to go.
Whatever.
You guys headed back to the bottomless cauldron.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yes.
game plan.
Yeah, you guys can head back in. The barkeep is still there. It's a lot more crowded now. There are people having what looks to be the equivalent of lunch.
We didn't actually get rooms the first time. We should probably do that.
Yeah, probably.
You can go up to her, request however many rooms you'd like.
We roll with 3, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys can get 3 rooms. She'll charge you, let's say 5 silver for it.
Neat.
Yeah, I've got that. Sure.
I take it that you guys are all going to be up in the hours of the day, correct?
Probably, yeah. it's gonna-
Ideally.
Okay.
unless you're
Since we know that you guys will be here, there's a bin back here. She'll show you behind the bar where you can leave your key if you're checking out. We'll also prepare some food for you in advance that we'll leave back here, and she'll kind of like motion to another section below that. That you can have breakfast since it's included.
Excellent, thank you.
Very hospitable. We appreciate it.
Of course, we get a lot of day dwellers here and there who come in questioning, why we're up so late.
Sounds like a slur.
I was just thinking of that.
More racial profiling in my D&D campaign?
It just threw me off for a second. I was like, oh, okay.
I can't believe we brought it back, guys.
Yep.
Oh
Anyway.
my god.
Anyways,
Impressed.
okay. Yep. Okay, head upstairs.
Yeah, you guys can head upstairs to your rooms. They're pretty standard.
We
and you
haven't
guys can
eaten.
take a long rest. All when you get 1 hit point back.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
recovered my
I got a
spell slot.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't use
That's
the spell
very
slot, but
important.
Well,
Alwyn fell from a
saying
tree.
General.
It did fall out of a
Generally.
tree.
But yeah, you guys can sort of sleep through the rest of the evening. By the time you get up, it is in fact midday.
I know what I'm doing with my extra time.
Yeah, what are you doing with your extra time?
Can you guess?
I see. Make me an Arcana check. What are you trying this on? Are you trying this on the bed, the floor, the wall?
We'll go with the bed, I think.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's also made of plant.
Yes, it is. And the
Plain.
covers and the pillows and stuff aren't, but the actual frame itself is wood.
That's a 2.
You're
Nice.
waving your hand.
I think
at
you
this
got
bed.
it. I think you got it.
You're doing some sort of interpretive dance. You might even be doing it by the time the people who, if you're sharing a room with them, wake up, then just see you interpretive dancing over them.
Oh yeah, I'm still trying.
Who are you sharing a room with?
Aiden. Oh, okay.
Yeah, is it Aiden?
Aiden.
and
Kruu.
Kruu.
Aiden
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kruu.
Aiden, you wake up. Alwyn is interpretive dancing over you.
I immediately assume it's a hex and try and run away.
Oh, morning.
Aiden wakes up
Whoa.
and leaps from bed.
Whoa, what's the rush for?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to do the thing the dryad did, the plant thing. Trying to get the plants to move. I feel like I've almost got it. I swear I saw them rustle like an hour ago.
Fine.
I mean, Aiden, you could make me an insight check to see if you think Alwyn's lying.
A 2. No, a 4. I have a plus.
Are you sure Alwyn's trying to do this spell? You're not sure.
I'm letting it slide. It's going in the notes channel.
Anyway, once
There you go.
the initial discussion's over, I'm gonna go back to doing it until everyone's awake.
Yeah, Kruu, you'll get up like very shortly after Alwyn is still doing this.
Good morning.
Morning.
Are you doing some aerobic exercises?
Not quite. I'm trying to learn how to how to control the plants like the dryad, like the innkeeper did yesterday.
I see. Any progress so far?
One might have moved like an hour ago. It was kind of hard to tell though.
Keep trying.
I feel
I'm
like
sure
I'm
you'll
getting
get
there,
better.
though. Yeah, thank you.
As all of this is
I feel like I'll
happening,
crack it eventually.
Varas is like knocking on Vanya's door, being like, "Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake!" Not actually that high energy, but just being like, "Wake up!
I open the door, rubbing my eye, and I'm like, I'm awake.
We've got a portal to open.
Yeah,
Let's go get
but
the others."
like they're not okay.
Varas really wants their cloak back.
Okay, and I follow
Yeah.
Varas out of my room.
Yeah, you guys can go all sort of meet up together.
I knock on the group's door. Wake up! Wake up!
Find our breakfast behind the counter.
Yeah, it's back there. They left you the equivalent of sort of a. You guys would know it as French toast.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Bread.
Where did they get this?
Bread good.
Bread.
You guys return your keys to the bin, I assume?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cautionarily. Just
Yeah,
in
you can have a
case.
nice breakfast. It
Someone's
seems
gonna
like
eat
the
kinda
door
messily.
easily unlocks from the inside.
Alwyn's gonna eat kind of messily because his dominant hand is busy trying to do the thing still with the table now.
Oh my god.
Make me one last Arcana check.
Okay. I got it this time. I got a 10.
A
You
10.
certainly did.
Yeah.
The table does not move.
Mouthful of French toast. I'll get it eventually.
Mhm.
Feel like I'm almost there.
But yeah. The sun is up. You guys can finish your French toast and head out into the town
Alright,
square.
let's go.
There's no one out and about again. It's once again a ghost town.
And I walk right over to it with the brooch piece, and I put it into the slot.
Right. You slot the brooch into this little section of the portal. You can like feel the arcane energy as it like pulses from the vines itself. And the portal before you opens.
Oh,
And here I was expecting deck saving throw, please.
as soon as you started talking, I was like, well, I did it. So you didn't immediately go deck save.
Oh.
Well, guys, let's go. Come on.
Varus
going
is already
first.
gone. Varus
okay.
is already gone.
Varus, you stepping through the
Well,
portal?
As I turn
Yeah.
to ask who's going first,
And I
Yeah,
just,
I guess
yeah.
Varus steps through.
I grab Alwyn by the cloak and just kind of, I'm like, come on.
Hey, what?
I just pull
It's
Alwyn
weird.
with
We
me.
grab the symbol.
I left it.
No.
I didn't grab it.
I
guess if you guys are
do
behind
recall
me.
Aiden, you do recall, Aiden, that the man who went through the portal previously did take out the symbol and still have time to like walk through it.
Yeah, I might just grab that.
Okay, so you're gonna be in the back of the pack.
Seems wise.
Okay, but you're all going through this portal.
I'd appear not to have a
Yeah.
choice, it seems. So...
Kru's the only one who hasn't said so, I think.
Yep, I'm going through.
Yay.
Okay. All of you step through this portal. Aiden, you pull out the holy symbol on the way. No problem. It just basically falls into your hand and you can step through. As you all step through, make me perception checks.
Yay. What's in that one do for me?
Oh lord, you are blind.
It's okay.
A 13.
I got a dirty 20.
Am I disadvantaged by the fact that I was not ready and was dragged through against my will?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it was perception?
Yep.
A 4.
Nice.
You know what's even funnier about that nat 1?
11.
It means I got a 0.
Alright. You guys step through the portal. Varas, your tunnel vision, all you're looking for is your cloak. You don't even know, like, what's around you.
Do I see the cloak at least? If I'm tunnel visioned?
No.
Damn it.
The rest of you, it's very obvious. This portal closes behind you. There seems to be no portal or portal frame or anything on the other side. Just sort of thin air. You are all what appears to be deep in a set of woods.
Uh-oh.
Aiden and Vanya, you recognize these woods. They
Wait.
feel like home.
Wait a damn minute.
I was wondering how we would end up here.
So was I, to be fair.
Wait a minute.
Can I investigation check to see roughly where?
Sure.
Can
That was
I
a
as
10.
well?
Yeah, go ahead.
That was a 7.
Awesome.
Aiden and I have been away from home for too long.
Same. Same bestie.
What did you roll, Aiden?
10.
10? Yeah. You're in Alwyn. Somewhere.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Huh. Do you think this is how
That was unexpected.
your dad did it?
What?
Well, maybe it would make sense.
What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
So
welcome to Noen.
we are home.
Ah,
And that's where we'll stop.
that's not quite what we were
Dun
expecting.
dun dun.
Welcome to Noen.
Hooray!
Yay.
Wondering how we were gonna get here.
Under the table. All did not have to go through that portal.
But we
Kinda figured.
wanted to.
That's what we get for letting Varas get too close to it.
Yeah.
Once the cloak went through, it was doomed.
Yeah.
That was
Like
it.
in
That
an
was
objectively good way.
yes.
Well, good luck. Next time we'll pick up in Noen.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yay.
You all get to become
Like
Noeners.
Let's go.
We got here
Knowers.
without even knowing where we were going.
Sure.
Oh no.
Maybe that's how they named it.
Well,
They didn't know when they were on their way here.
maybe. I don't know. Until next time. Bye.